backed the campaign for the Voxapod cup on Kickstarter and received it, I think, May of 2019. I posted a few pictures of it and it was included in my birthday giveaway in July. At first glance, you'll notice that it has a very unique design. The inside of the cup features ribbing to help break the seal while also reinforcing the body so that it will open up. The base is rounded for comfort and has convenient pinch grips for removal. The air holes were strategically placed on top of each of the 3 vertical ribs to also aid with releasing that seal and to eliminate suction while you're removing the cup. My period has been really shoddy since I got this cup. I've been under kind of a lot of stress lately, so either I'm spotting, I have a really light flow, or it's non-existent. I did try this cup on a couple of dry runs and a few days here and there during a few periods, whether I did have blood or not. Today I'm going to go over my experience with the small and large Voxapod while I inserted, wore, and removed it, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. If you're interested in hearing more about the Voxapod and my experience with it, stay tuned. Hello everyone, it's Red Herring. I hope you're having a great day. Any websites, links, or discount codes that I might have at this time will be in the description below. If you find anything helpful or interesting in this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. At first I had some difficulties with getting this cup to open with my go-to fold, which is the C fold. Every time I did, the center of the body wanted to open, but the rim stayed collapsed. And I was like, what the heck? I tried a few different folds and I found that the labia fold was the easiest, as once I pressed down on one of the ribbings, it was already folding in that position anyway. And when I inserted the cup using the labia fold, it popped open fairly easy, mostly on its own. Then one day I realized that while I was doing this labia fold, I was pressing directly on the rib. So I went back to the C fold and pressed on the rib, collapsed that into the center, and then I didn't have any problems with my go-to fold. Both the small and the medium Voxapod were comfortable for me to wear. I'm not sure if they're planning on adding in a large size, but that's my guess for why they used the small and the medium sizing. I didn't feel the actual cup anytime that I wore it, however I did feel the stem. Although the tab stem is very thin, if I placed it a certain way I could feel it. But that's no biggie, a simple fix is just to trim it. I was a little worried that I was going to get some extra pressure from that reinforcement ring. It is quite firm, but it didn't seem to sit in any sensitive area for me. These cups are on the shorter side and the rim does have a slight flare to it. At the beginning of my period, or when I was supposed to get my period, my cervix was on the medium side and I didn't have any problems reaching the small or the medium Voxapod. With the small Voxapod, I did have to bear down a few times, but I didn't have any major problems. As I got closer to the end of my period, my cervix moved up and there was a couple of days that was harder to reach it with just regularly bearing down. I only used the medium Voxapod because of this, and I did still have some trouble removing it. While I could reach the cup, my reach wasn't high enough to get a secure hold on the pinch grips. I might add that the stem is quite stretchy. This isn't my favorite combo when it comes to stems if and when I need them. It makes it hard to grip and my fingers end up sliding off the tip. Eventually, with some pulling and wiggling on the stem, I was able to get the Voxapod to be low enough so that I could kind of dig my nails into the pinch grips. For me, that was a sign to use a different cup or disc for the duration of my spotting. The Voxapod took me a little bit to figure out, but almost any cup is worth the effort as opposed to going back to disposable products. Personally, I won't be using the Voxapod when I can barely reach my cervix, but when my cervix is on the medium to low side, I feel confident that I'm able to reach it and remove it without any problems. I like the ribs and that reinforcement ring, as they do make this cup want to pop open. And although I didn't experience any cramping or extra sensitivity, these cups are on the firm side, at least that reinforcement ring is. So if you have any bladder or bowel sensitivities, that might be something to think about. Well, that's all I have for now about the Voxapod and my experience with it. If I missed anything or if you had additional questions, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you're interested in purchasing the Voxapod, be sure to visit their website. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box. If you join their mailing list, you will receive a 10% discount code and possibly free shipping. At least they were offering free shipping at the time I was filming this video. I'm not sure if the code is valid outside of the USA. I know the free shipping was only for the USA. So if you do try that code out, please let me know. Also leave me a comment down below of what you think the Voxapod's most interesting feature is. Until I see you next time, take care.